Hello, it's IZTheJack again, bringing you another news update on the development of Krater by Fatshark, and this time it's a big one. The game has officially reached alpha now, leaving pre-alpha in the dust. As always, I will be talking about the current changes that have been made to the game and new features that have been added, so you can see here in the layout of the video. As we've already discussed, the game's now in alpha, it's brilliant, and after that we'll be going on about the major content updates, such as the main story quests, the expanded crafting system tutorial pop-ups. After that, the fixes and changes such as the fixed minimap rendering glitch, the increased tank defense, more loot containers, and finally we're going to be talking about the fan-made user guide and the FAQ. So, with the major content updates, the main story quest and its locations have been added, meaning that more for you to do before you scream again and again. Also related to this is most of the roadmap has been redesigned and more of the world has been unlocked. For the moment I don't know how much, but it'll be fun finding out. Yep. For example, places like Hessel Bay have been pushed further back and further away, so have fun finding them. Murkmala! Where Hessel Bay used to be, Murkmala's there now, once you have that quest after all. My two favourite haunts, such as the military complex and the abandoned dig, they're no longer there, so I wonder if they've been moved, hidden or quest related, so it'll be fun finding them as well. And after that, all that hunting around for loot and such, they've also expanded the crafting system immensely. Lots and lots of new shiny loot for us all to enjoy. There's an estimated 200 plus blueprints and components for you to find in the world, though most still require a name for a moment, so get used to some weird names and such. To craft those highly destructive weapons you'll need later in the game, you seem to need to also craft the components for those weapons as well. So getting powerful weapons won't be easy. Won't be easy in the slightest. And for the final content update, the tutorial pop-ups have found their way into the game, guiding those lost and confused gamers with quick tips on the controls. They will give you feedback on the basics for controls for your squad as well as the camera. It's my opinion, but I think they need to be a larger and more noticeable so it's easier to read, because the text is disturbingly small. And that's it for the content updates in the current patch. On to the fixes and changes next. There have been a lot, such as one important fix for the minimap itself, so when you're lost in a cave, this little tool won't fail you anymore, hopefully. Yep, and then just in case you did get lost in the cave, have no fear, the mighty tank gets an increase to its defense, so the tank gets tankier? Yes, a lot of people were, I would say complaining, but they were saying that they were having quite a lot of difficulty in the early game. So with that, the tank gets a debuff, that's impressive, gets a buff to his defense, and it's a case of seeing how that goes. But me personally never had this issue, so I guess it's just random of where people go first. And, well, just when you lost all hope finding that exit of that cave, you can relax and have fun raiding some new containers that have been added. Variety as well, awesome. But I have to say, maybe Fatshark can expand on this with something like hidden containers, even hide the loot visual effect that you see, the glowing circle and riding white particle things, forcing people to open each and every container they find, hoping for loot, just so they can't be sure whether something's a container or not. I think that would be brilliant. And finally on to the last thing. Fans of Krater grouping together to bring you user guides and FAQs for Krater. You can find them by following the link below in the description or with the supplied annotation, whichever you prefer. They are very useful and your feedback is much appreciated, so pre-order, head to the forums and have your say for Krater. And that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, you can check out my channel for more, and you can also subscribe, so yeah.